What is up, guys and girls? Welcome back to Mage. Today we're gonna take a look at key bindings in World of Warcraft. I still haven't got into the beta key. I still haven't got into the beta yet, and that sucks though. But I'm gonna keep up with the Mage guides here. So today we're gonna take a look at key bindings, which I promised a guy a long time ago. Sorry for being such a lazy prick. It's time to get back into business, okay? I also got some nice feedback. Last time I did a guide, you told me I shouldn't move around so much, like walking around doing stupid shit and talk to you like this. No. So I'm just gonna stand still and okay, today I'm gonna show you and tell you my thoughts on key bindings, how I got into it, how to set up your key bindings, and it's so on and so on. Well, the first thing you need to know though is that you basically, it is individual. It is very different from person to person. Many people prefer to use the shift key, but I prefer to use the alt key, and so are we. And that is how we are. We are different, and we gotta accept that. So I'm gonna tell you how I got into the key bindings and what I find useful about key bindings, because key bindings is very, very useful, because we all were there in the beginning. When we started to WoW, we were all new. We probably even clicked our fifth button here, or these buttons, or all these up here. We clicked all of them. I didn't even know there were action bars when you just started to WoW. I didn't even know you could get extra action bars. So, anyway, it is very different from person to person, but the way I got into it was to simply figure out different possibilities of setting up your key bindings. You just have to get used to your own key bindings, but you can also go with mine. As you can see up here, I have, I came to move again. As you can see up here, I have polymorph at alt, and I'm using the key number 1 up here. And I'm doing the same just with the 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5, not so long from each other, and very, very nice to reach. Then we have the F6 and F7. Why these? I don't know. A long time ago, I used these key bindings, and I have got used to them so much. I can't even play with other key bindings now, because when you got used to one set of key bindings, you will not be able to start over again. Or maybe you will, but it will take time though. So you want to start out very clear. The first 5 here should probably be close to each other. It would be so stupid if you had, let's just say, polymorph up here, which you have binded to alt 1, for example, and then you had your arcane turn, which you had binded to G. That doesn't make any sense. That means you have to move so much from 2 different locations on your keyboard just to. It is very, very easy for you, because if they are in order all the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it is very easy to overcome. These 2 are also very easy because they're right there next to each other. Time warp is the letter T, which is also very close to my movement keys, WASD. So you want to make sure that all your key bindings are as close to WASD as possible. Yeah. Now my one-shot macro is set to my my button on my mouse, and I'm using the Razor Death Adder. So for people who are using the Razor Naga, I unfortunately cannot help you, but the Razor Death Adder has 2 buttons on the side. Very, very easy to overcome. And I have set this to my mouse button number 4, I guess. There you go. And then I yield, release the Kraken, and I'm going berserk. I really am. I'm really insane right now. I could do so much stuff. And yeah. Okay, but up here we have my pet abilities, and I don't have a Razor Naga. I'm sorry, I came to move again. I don't have a Razor Naga, guys, so I unfortunately cannot bind my attack to my pet. Oh yes, I could, but it would be different because I'm using all other spells, to be honest. I could figure out different ways of, you know, start up and so on and so on, and perhaps I'm gonna do that right now. So we're gonna go into pet action bar up here, control 1. Okay, let me just go and see how this works. Control 1, you see my pet goes all in on that mob, and I can do the same on this mob too. Zzz. Zzz. Oh shit, and so on and so on. I can also use control 3, which will make my pet go to that location, and then I can press control 2 and he will go right back. Then we have this freeze here, which I haven't bind to control 4. No, I have bind this. This is bound to my mouse button 3, which makes the Nova very easy. It is right next to my mouse, so I can click it really quick, and I can, you know, if my enemy is over there, I can click it there, and so on and so on, and I can make him attack and all that kind of crap. Very easy. And you can command your pet here as well. So with that being said, guys, let's just get on with the key bindings. My mirror images is Alt G. Alt G is very easy for me to just quickly click like this, because I've got used to it. My hand got used to the rotation I'm using. And then we have blink here, which is right next to mirror images, and also there I'm using the G key like this, very close to each other. All I have to do is just click Alt for mirror images and click G for blink. Now let's move over here to my defensives. I have Ice Barrier and Incaster Sword. Now Ice Barrier is at Alt C, and Incaster Sword is at Alt V. They are just next to each other, very easy to pop them at the same time. Blazing speed is great to escape from your target or get to your target, which is also very close to like this. And you can also pop some Ice Barrier while you're running. Now let's move on to the next section here. We have Control Z, Control X, Control C, and these are also right next to each other, because I want to organize my action bars so well and so nicely. That means, Cold Snap is Control C, like this. That refreshes the Frost Nova, so I don't have to press Control next time. I can just use C, and I will get 2 instant Frost Novas right there. If I use Frost Nova once, I press C, which is on cooldown now, unfortunately. Then I can just click Control Z, and I can click Z without control, and I'll have double Frost Nova right there. Spell Steal is at Control X, which is right next to the other. Very easy to do. And so is my Health Stone, which is bound to Control Z, which they are right next to each other. Very easy to organize. Then we move all the way up to here, which is the Crystal of Insanity, and my Remove Curse, some Immortal Mental, and so on and so on. And these are all bound to Alt Q, Alt W, Alt E, Alt D, Alt R, which are right next to each other. So easy to overcome. My Symbiosis though is Shift, and also my mouse button. Very easy also. So yeah, I'm just telling you guys my key bindings, and you can go with these as well and get used to them. It will take some time though, because this is my key bindings after all, not yours. So it will take a lot more time for you to get used to. So we go up here to my buffs. My buff up here is Shift A. My Frost Ammo is Shift W, which are also right next to each other. Shift Z for slow fall, Shift S for Mage Armor, and so on, and Shift X for food. Very easy. My mounts are, my ground mount is at Alt X, and my flying mount is at Alt S. Very close to each other also, so you want to make sure your key bindings are as close to each other as possible. And down here, this goes all the way up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in that case. And I'm not using these so much, except for BTs, because they're most effective there. So when I'm finally using, I'm not bothered with moving my hand all the way up to the 9th button. No, because I got used to it, and it's all about getting used to your key bindings, guys. Now, although my Frost Nova is at set because it is a very effective spell, and you want to use it a lot, so you want to make sure it's close to WASD as well. And arcane explosion. I never use it. I just like to have it in my arction bar. That's all. And also, Frost Nova is the most. Sorry, I came to move again. Frostbolt is the most normal spell a Frost Mage has. So that is of course on the first key. So is Icelands, because that is very close. Cone of Cold, so you can snare, and you can not snare, you can slow. Deep Freeze at number 4. Frost Firebolt at number 5. 5 major Frost Mage spells, and so is Frozen Orb, which is right there. Isn't it beautiful? It is going away, and it killed a bunch of minions there. There we go. And then I already have proc some Icelands, which is already at the 2, so it is very close to each other, and Living Bomb is at number 7, which as I said, I'm not bothered going all the way from 1 all the way to 7, because I got used to it, and it's all about getting used to your keybindings, guys. So that was just going through all of my keybindings. If you guys have any more questions, and you can probably come with some comments on how you got started, what you're using, and if I'm doing anything wrong, please tell me. I would really appreciate it. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and the next Mage guide I'm going to be doing is macros, so stay tuned for that. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys next one. Take care, guys.
Bye bye.